Hi there, Year 10. I just wanted to talk you through our new Reach task that we are kicking off today. And first of all, I just want you to focus in on the name. And we're focusing particularly on this idea of kaitiaki. And if we see what kaitiaki means, we're really thinking about this idea of guardianship. Another word might be being a steward. So we're thinking about sustainability through this lens. You'll see it is 4 Reach credits, so keep that in mind. It's really important that you become familiar with our marking criteria, and I want you to spend some time yourself and in your group in a moment having a look through this. So our real focus is this: a sustainable future Aquinas College for you and for me. And we've got these 3 guiding questions. Firstly, how sustainable is Aquinas College today? Secondly, how can we make Aquinas College more sustainable? And thirdly, how can we be kaitiaki, stewards, custodians of our environment, and that environment being our school? We've given you some specific directions in terms of dates, and you'll see there is multiple components to this task. So we are handing this out, as you can see, in week 5. That should be as you are now. Each week, starting from now, you have a log that you are required to complete. And what you'll see, if you click on the link and follow it, it'll open up into a Google form and you will complete that each week. I really encourage you to keep a reminder in your phone so that you do that each week. It is part of this task. Each student individually is required to do that each week, and it should encourage you to reflect on your progress. We have 2 parts to this assessment. The first part being a group report, and a second part being a SMART proposal. Just note, guys, that report is due the same week as AIMS Games. So if you are involved in that, you need to think about that with your group. We're having a real focus, obviously, on sustainability, and we want you to think about how sustainable Aquinas College is, and we want you to create something practical for the future. This isn't just an audit, this is a planning for the future. So we are working in teams of 3. These teams will be allocated by your teacher. And the first step, part A, is to do an audit of Aquinas College and think about those questions. How sustainable is Aquinas College? You might focus in on the buildings. You might think about school policies. You might think about staff and student behaviour. You could go beyond this. What about the parent behaviour? What about our neighbours' behaviour? You've got a link here to a way that you will be presenting this information that you find. I would imagine this takes you a little while to do, and you'll be working as a group, you'll be in and out, you'll be interviewing people. Just note, task A is due on Friday, the 13th of September. Again, put this in your phone, keep a reminder, dates are not changeable. We've given you a very particular style of format that we want you to use. And remember that log. Part B is a SMART proposal. So part A is about knowing what we have. Part B is about proposing something for the future. And we've said it's a SMART proposal. So it has to have each of these steps here. You are going to present this SMART proposal in a 4 to 6 minute presentation to our class in week 9. I want you to be creative. Think creatively about how you can present this information. A SMART proposal is specific. Don't make it too big. It needs to be something that is really narrowed down, something that we can do here, not saying we're going to ban plastics, but specifically, what will you do? You will ban plastic bags at school, plastic straws, plastic packaging from use in all school events. Be specific. It needs to be measurable. You've done your audit up in part A. How are we going to know that we've made a positive change? Is it achievable? Is it something that the school can actually do? You might think about budgets. What does our heating bill cost? How could we change that? How could you find that information? Is it relevant? Is it something that is relevant for our school context? And is it timely? How long will it take to see the change? How long before we see the positive impact? We don't want something that is going to make a change in 20 years. We want to see something that's going to make a change soon. There's a number of ways in which you could present this information, and you are not limited to any of these options. Think creatively, go beyond, check with your teachers, talk to each other. We need to see evidence of your work from your report in your presentation. So I've given you an example. As identified in our audit, 83% of Aquinas College students felt that there was an issue with timed lighting solutions, but just 47% knew that they could do the same thing at home. So this audit, this group has found out, they've conducted a survey and found that 83% of students at this school felt there was an issue with timed lighting, so having auto timers on our lights. That's showing evidence by using that they've done their audits, they've done their report, and now they're using it as part of their proposal for Task B. Each class is going to nominate a winner, and each winner from each class will be presenting at assembly, and the executive of our school is going to take one proposal from year 10 into consideration for actually implementing. So this is a real world task. The marking includes a peer element. So when you get a moment, I want you to look at that as well. So teachers will be marking, but there's also a peer component, and we've given you some additional resources there. I encourage you all to spend some time reading through all this task, talk to your teachers, ask questions. It's better to ask the questions now than the day before these tasks are due. We hope you really enjoy this task. We're really excited for it. This is a brand new type of task for you guys. Thank you for watching. You can watch this anytime on YouTube. I will email everyone the link if you need to have a bit more clarity.